Jesus, I'm just gonna crap. The party's over, okay? Tracy's great big birthday party is over. I'm sure you can find parents at the car park somewhere down the road. Did you enjoy yourself? What was your favourite event? The cake, the coconut shy, or the bouncy castle? I knew you'd like that. Tracy really liked the bouncy castle too. I remember her giggling about it, so giddy and all that. I'm sure you also heard about the incident. Great big incident. I was at the coconut show at the time. Someone had bent the damn things out of place. You know, the things that hold up the coconuts. Yep. Bent it. And you lot are all like, what? 8 or 9? You can break those things with ease. Anyway, I'm bending it back into place. And all of a sudden I hear this yell. This screams from by the bouncy castle. And they say it's Tracy. He's had an accident. So I rush over, inevitably, and obviously, and I push past, and then I hear from the next door neighbour, just as I pass my right, she's fallen over. I say, what do you mean fallen over? She said she's jumped. And I said, of course she jumps, as in she jumped. She repeats. She enjoyed the party, you know? She really enjoyed it. You know, why can't I remember what the accident was? I remember seeing her just, she was on the floor, and it must have been a sprained ankle. I know it wasn't anything serious, okay? It's just something small. She's in her room right now, isn't she? Just playing with the coconut she won. Well, worse, we just bought them for her. Very expensive. She hasn't left her room in a while, you know. She's been there a long time. Tracy? Tracy? Hello again. You know, I've been noticing there's a goose that keeps hanging around the fern at the end of the garden. Just trying to figure out which one it is. So I'm conflicted between the Galen goose and the white-fronted goose. It's a little white back here, you see. It's sort of like half the face seems to be white. Just trying to figure out, maybe it's like a hatchling, maybe it's like a very young one, maybe it's a bit of discoloration, possibly. I don't know. I've been considering cutting that thing down anyway, so what's the point? I've been meaning to replace it with an oak tree. Nothing against the fern. I just prefer oak trees. They're much cooler. I used to live near an oak tree, you know, between the age of, I think it was like 4 and 9, for 5 years. So it wasn't like we were actually living there, it was sort of more of a holiday cottage. We used to go there every single summer, put our feet up, look across the fields and hang around the oak tree whenever it got really hot. Now we try to climb it. even though our parents told us not to. There used to be a swing there. I always hated it because my siblings used to push me really, really high on it, and I just scream all the time. But whenever that wasn't happening, whatever we called down, it was just heavenly. And every single time we went to have a getaway, and then when I met my wife, we spent our honeymoon there. She seemed to have a problem with that tree. I don't know why. She didn't seem very comfortable whenever she was around it. Before long, we stopped going there. To this day, I still don't know why we stopped. It was such a great place. The kids loved it. We did put the ladder up, to try to see over the view. And the next thing I know, before we finished, on the ladder on the ground, the swing was gone. The ropes were still attached. I missed that oak. But anyway, I'm sure the bird's enjoying the fern at the very least. At least someone's happy. I'll stop going there for her. Bit of an emotional sacrifice, but hey, it's what she wanted. I think I've seen her today. Fran? Fran? You're never going to talk, are you? What are you doing here? So you're not Tracy's friend. You're not Fran's friend. You're not any of my other daughter's friends. Who are you? Oh, if you're going to be like this, you might as well join me in doing nothing today. My computer's broken. I can be sure about that. So I can't contact work. So I tried to use my phone to communicate with them. The phone's not working. It's had a battery. I plug it in, the charge, and nothing's going in. So it looks like a power cut. Luckily, I must have left my coffee out from last night. It's cold as ice, but it's better than nothing. You know that Mini outside? The red Mini? I've had that thing for 5 years now. Why did I buy a Mini? I don't know. Why red? I don't know. Why here? I don't know. Do you know what's better than that? Than a Mini? Aside from the millions of other cars, of all them, the Jeep. Very manly car. I can just go over all kinds of terrain in that thing. I once actually had one, you know. It's a pretty big one when I was about, I don't know, what was I? I was about, it was definitely before secondary school. I remember that because I had this Lion-O kind of thing, this Lion-O action figure. And I hate Lion-O because of it, because my sister wanted it as well. We used to fight over that thing all the time, and especially whenever we were in the car. Particularly reminds me of this moment on this trip we took to my uncle and aunt's place. was out in the middle of Cornwall. So we jumped in the Jeep and all the way down there. And on the way, we're fighting over it. And it started when she pulled so hard on the arm to, take it over to her, she broke its arm. So I remember that time like it was yesterday, and Mum, finally fed up with all of our yelling, screaming, shouting, turned around and told us to stop. She was right to. We're being childish. I know we were very young at the time. That does not excuse being that annoying, especially when someone's driving. He span around the look of concern and fear in her eyes, and anger, of all things. But she had passed the point of no return with her rage at that point. I wonder where that car is now. I haven't seen it in years. I haven't seen her in years either. That's what happens when you get older. The past slowly leaves you. Who are you? They're not here. Fran isn't. Tracy isn't. The rest of the girls. Lucy. Chloe. Izzy. The little ones, they're not here, are they? I saw the marks on my thigh. Deep cuts. Marks. Like on a tally. This isn't the first time I've had this day, is it? I've been here before. Many, many times before. I didn't know. I didn't know Fran was ill, as in... I didn't forget about Tracy. I thought she would be safe. What would you have had me do? Be a shadow, constant shadow over her every day. Until she was an old lady and I was dead. That I would be able to read my wife so easily. She loved the cottage but hated the tree. I didn't see her climb. I didn't see her sit on that beam. I didn't see her put the rope over her head. I didn't know. You can't blame me for something I didn't know. Am I in hell? This purgatory. The same day over and over. Is this eternity?
Or is this some kind of sick joke to you? Just a way to get your kicks in. When the light goes out, I'll forget, won't I? Maybe it's for the best, right? That I forget. Living every day full of hope that tomorrow will be better, but to be plagued come nightfall of what I have done, of what you've done to me. To do this as a punishment of some. Show me your face. What the fuck are you?